thought I'd go over today what we feed Major, our German Shepherd. We also have 4 elderly Yorkies that range in age from 11 to 13 years old. So it was important for us to decide on a food that would fit Major as well as the Yorkshire Terriers. And there are a lot of life stages food out there to choose from. We started him out on 4 Health chicken. We got that from the Tractor Supply store. Our Yorkies had been on that and had fairly good results with it. But right away we did notice Major starting having loose stool. So after about 6 weeks, we decided to change up the food to see if that was it. And the 4 Health chicken was a good food. I think it ran about $35 for a 40-pound bag. The second one we tried was Taste of the Wild, the High Prairie Roasted Bison Venison formula. That was grain-free. That was $40 for a 15-pound bag. We started noticing Major had the same issues on this food. And also itching, very dry skin. And reading the ingredients back now, in hindsight, that had chicken meal in it, we did realize Major most likely had an allergy to chicken. Our third type was Victor Purpose Performance. And I went with that one because it had added glucosamine and chondroitin in it. But it also did have the chicken in it. And he was probably on that one for 6 months. It runs about $50 for a 35, 40-pound bag. Maybe it's a 15-pound bag. But at that point, we started adding canned pumpkin. And that kept his loose stools at bay. As long as we gave him that canned pumpkin along with the food, he was fine. I should also mention we did take him to the vet and had him tested for any parasites, and he was clear as far as that. So they suggested it could have been the food. I wasn't crazy about continuing to add the pumpkin. So we went with, for the 4th one, we went with Holistic Select. And that's the rabbit and lamb grain-free formula. Now that one was completely free of any chicken and chicken byproducts. That one was pricey. It was about $60 for a 24-pound bag. Right away, he had really bad gas. We didn't even get through 1 bag. We had to stop that one right away. The next one we tried was Earthborn Holistic Great Plains, and that's chicken-free. But we found ourselves still needing to add the pumpkin. And that runs about $60 for a 28-pound bag. The last one we've settled on, the last 4 months he's been on now, is Wholesome's. It's beef meal and chicken peas formula. It's the bag in front of us. It is a grain-free food, completely void of chicken and chicken byproducts. He loves it, as well as the Yorkies. The pieces are pretty small, but not too small. It runs about $38 for a 35, 40-pound bag. We noticed after a few weeks, his stool was starting to firm up a lot more than it ever had been. So we started cutting back on the pumpkin. And I think it took about 3 weeks total. And he's had no issues since. We haven't had him on any pumpkin He hasn't had any dry skin issues, no gas, other than typical. So this one, for the price, for the quality of the food, and for how it's working for Major, like really, really seems to fit the bill for us. And I should also mention, like, when he was a puppy, right away we noticed he had an issue with being very food aggressive, and would gobble up his food before any of the other dogs would come near him. We ended up getting him a slow feeder bowl and worked with him with feeding him near the other dogs, and that really only took about a week of training him with that. German Shepherds are prone to get bloat, and it was very important to us to try to prevent that. So we do feed them on this elevated tote, and when he got appropriate size, and with the slow feeder bowl, which he does not gobble down his food anymore. He eats at a normal pace. So that's worked for us if you have that issue. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.